Hey guys, welcome to NHM Films. Today we're going to be talking about 5 of the best sleepers we think will be steals in the NFL Draft. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We've got plenty of videos coming soon. Number 5, Cade Johnson, wide receiver out of South Dakota State. Cade Johnson was invited to the Senior Bowl despite not being able to play the entire 2020 season due to the coronavirus. Johnson surprisingly wasn't rusty at all. He ended up being one of the most talked about players at the Senior Bowl by making some impressive plays and leaving some defensive backs in the dust. Johnson was an FCS first-team All-American in 2019. In 3 seasons for the Jackrabbits, he caught 162 passes and 28 touchdowns. 72 of those receptions went for over 1,200 yards in his final year. His last 2 years at college, he averaged 18.5 yards per reception. At 5'10", 180 pounds, he's slightly on the small side, but he's one of the best receivers in this draft at getting separation off the line of scrimmage, and he's got some pretty strong hands. He absolutely has the potential of starting in the slot of an NFL offense. He might have missed his entire senior season, but he's got 40 other college career games played for scouts to check out for themselves. If your team needs a wide receiver, look for them to take this guy anywhere from rounds 3 to 5. Number 4, Richie Grant, safety out of Central Florida. At 6 foot, 195 pounds, Grant is considered to be on the small side, which is one of the reasons why he won't be getting picked early. This is a guy who has shown huge potential but comes off as inconsistent to a lot of so-called experts. In 9 games last season, Richie Grant picked off 3 passes, forced 2 fumbles, had 49 solo tackles, and 3.5 tackles for loss. Grant is above average in everything a safety needs to be good at. He's good at finding the ball and timing interceptions. He's all in all the time, constantly following the ball, always finding the right angles to make a play, and hits hard. Grant can play special teams as well, so that always adds value to any player. You know how ESPN will post these big NFL stars who were once 2-star recruits like J.J. Watt? Well, I'm not saying Grant is going to be a future Hall of Famer, but he was also a 2-star recruit that has the potential of becoming a star in the NFL. Grant was a unanimous first-team All-AAC selection. He was a finalist for the Jim Thorpe Award, becoming only the 2nd player in UCF history to be a finalist for a national award. Overall, he's a great athlete that will most likely be taken into the 2nd round. But if he's taken in the late 1st round, I won't be surprised at all. Number 3, Jermar Jefferson, running back out of Oregon State. Let's be honest, this isn't exactly a loaded class when it comes to running backs. Honestly, we might not see a single back taken in the 1st round. However, this is a guy that ran for 6.5 yards per carry last year that your team might take in rounds 4 through 7. He's 5'10" and 217 pounds. He only caught 18 receptions over the past 2 years, which is exactly why you won't see him taken early. But he's still going to be a solid running back in a good system. He had more touchdowns than games played last year. Jefferson ran for 858 yards in 6 games. In just his 2nd game played in college, he had a 238-yard, 4-touchdown game, and 3 weeks after that, he ran for 254 yards in 1 game. He ended up finishing his freshman year with 1,380 rushing yards and was named the Freshman Offensive Player of the Year. One of the first things you'll notice about Jefferson is his vision and his ability to scan the field. A lot of times when the run looks to be stopped, he often finds another lane for positive yards. He's a physical runner that would be a good addition to your favorite team. Number 2, Kyle Trask, quarterback out of Florida. This is by far the most popular name on the list. Why is he a sleeper pick, you might ask? Well, because he threw for 43 touchdowns and 4,283 yards in his last season, and people think he's straight up garbage, which is just not true. We're not saying he's worth the 1st pick in the draft, but he definitely deserves a little respect. Did he have some NFL talent he was throwing to in college? Yes, but guess who he'll be throwing to in the NFL? NFL talent. Trask is the type of QB that will need to be drafted by the right team in order to succeed. He's not going to be the most talented player you've ever seen, but he will be just enough for a team that's built to win. He has plenty of size at 6'5", so that's not an issue. According to PFF, Trask earned a passing grade of 92.4, which is actually higher than the projected #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. He's a pure pocket passer with great ball placement. If your team's looking for a QB in the second round, don't go crazy if they take Trask. He could actually turn out to be a solid pick in the long run. #1, Milton Williams, defensive tackle out of Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech is a small school that has surprisingly had a player drafted for 5 straight seasons. This year, we believe Milton Williams will make it 6. This guy's an absolute beast. Out of every 280-plus pound defensive lineman at the scouting combine in the last 20 years, Williams' 40-yard dash and 3-cone time ranks first. For the last 2 years, Milton's draft stock has just continued to soar. 2 years ago, there was no way he was being drafted. Now he could be the 4th or 5th defensive lineman taken off the board. His pass rushing and the fact that he's at a small school will be the biggest reasons people are quiet on him. But he's going to be one of the best players against the run in this draft, and he is really athletic for his size. Look for him to be drafted somewhere in the middle rounds, as teams will look at him as an upside talent. If the right team drafts him, Williams can become a very solid starter within 2 years. Let us know who you want your team to draft in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. We've got plenty of videos on the way. Thanks for watching.
Perfect.